To start, make sure that you have the Google Sheets app downloaded. If you don't, then go to Manager and download Google Sheets. When you open the Google Sheets app, tap on the plus sign in the bottom right-hand corner and select New Spreadsheet. You'll be asked to name your spreadsheet and type in the name Matrices. Tap Create, and then you will have a blank spreadsheet on your screen. Each of these rectangles on the screen is called a cell, and a cell is named by its column and its row. So right now in column A, row 1, or cell A1, type in matrix 1. When you hit return, the outline goes below, but instead I want you to click back on A1 and find the little blue circle in the bottom right-hand corner and drag it over to the right until A, B, and C1 are all highlighted. Then on the menu bar, there is a merge button that you can tap to merge all three of those cells together. Right next to the merge button is a paint fill so that you can fill in the background color. So go ahead and do that for matrix 1. Now simply type in 9 random numbers like you see on the screen. It doesn't have to be the same numbers that I picked. Just make sure that you have a number in cells A2 all the way through C4. So there should be a total of 9 numbers. Now we're going to do some additional formatting. Tap on the column A and use the little circle to bring the width of those columns in a little bit. I'll go over those steps again, but the next thing I want you to do is highlight A1 through C4 and have a border around those cells as well. We're going to make another matrix starting at E1. So go to E1 and type in matrix 2. Highlight E1 over to G1 and tap on the merge cells button up top. Again, you can change the background color and you can also boldface and center that title just so it stands out. And we are going to, again, type in 9 random numbers. You can include some negative numbers, some decimals, whatever you'd like. So once you get those typed in for matrix 2, we are going to change the width of each column again. The way you do that is by tapping the column letter at the top. So I'm going to tap on the E at the top and then use that little circle to drag the width in a little bit closer. And then I can make a border around matrix 2 by highlighting all of that matrix and using the border button, which I forgot to do in this video right now, but we'll come back and do that later. Notice that I'm typing in the word sum in A7, the word difference in E7, and the word product in A12. See if you can pause the video and make those titles look like the other ones we did up top by merging them and changing the background color. If not, you can watch these steps as I'm doing them on the video to help you remember how to merge 3 cells together and then how to make a background color and make the font stand out. Notice the next thing in the video, I am highlighting A7 down to C10, and I'm making that area have a border, and I'm doing the same for the difference and for the product. This is when I remembered that I didn't put a border around matrix 2, so go ahead and do that. Now we are ready to type in a formula, so go to cell A8. We are going to start by typing in the equal sign, which tells the spreadsheet that we want it to do some math. And when we're adding matrices, we're adding the numbers in the corresponding positions. So in this case, we are adding A2 plus E2. When you hit return, it gives you the sum of 20, but what we're going to do is click back on that 20 cell, A8, and use the little blue circle in the bottom right-hand corner to drag over to C10, and then tap anywhere in that area and select autofill. I'm going to go through those steps really quickly again. Again, in A8, we're typing in the formula equals A2 plus E2, and then when we hit return, it goes to the next cell below, but we want to click back on cell A8 and then click on the little tiny blue circle and drag it over to C10, then tap anywhere in the highlighted area and select autofill. See if you can pause the video and figure out the formula that you will need to type in cell E8 for the difference of the two matrices. If you typed in equals A2 minus E2 and got -10, then you entered the right formula. Remember to drag the little circle to G10 and then tap anywhere in the highlighted area to autofill. Notice that I can change any number in matrix 1 or 2, and since the formula is already typed in, it automatically calculates the sum and difference of the matrices. For the product, we're going to use a formula that is pre-programmed. It is MMULT. That's for the multiplication of a matrix. So notice on the screen you have equals MMULT and then parentheses. The first matrix is A2 colon C4, and then the second matrix is E2 colon G4. Notice they're separated by a comma, and then you're going to have to delete that last comma and put an end parentheses before hitting return. And this one does not need to be filled. It automatically populates all of the cells for the product. For this next part, we're going to work with a scalar. So go beneath the difference matrix and type in the word scalar, and then merge those three cells together like you did before, and fill in the background color and center and boldface. Then what we're going to do is we're going to insert another column, and you do that by clicking on the D column, and in the upper right hand corner there is an icon that will insert another column to the right. Notice in this next video clip I am typing in enter scalar below, and because the text doesn't fit, I'm going to use a button at the top that wraps the text around and makes it fit. You can also change the size of the column like we've done before. And so I want the enter scalar below to be a heading, so I'm going to highlight that and fill it in with a color, and then even outline that cell and the one below it so it is obvious where to type in the scalar number. Now I'm going to highlight the matrix and give it a border like we've done before, and then I am going to type in a scalar number, in this case 6. You can type in whatever number you want. Pause the video and see if you can try and figure out the formula that you're going to type in the scalar matrix. This one's a little tricky. Maybe you figured out that the equal sign and then A2 times the scalar, which is in E13, would be a formula, and that is correct, except for when you fill it down, the spreadsheet thinks it wants you to multiply the next one by E14, or it tries to be smart and adjust its formula based on what you have. So in this case, you have to put a dollar sign in front of the E and in front of the 13 to make sure that when you're multiplying by the scalar, it's always multiplying by that E13 value. Now you can select that formula and highlight all the cells and fill, and then you can go back and change the scalar number and see how that impacts your matrix. Your final step is to click on the three dots in the upper right hand corner and click on Share and Export, and then Share. Make sure to type in my name, Spady, and then select the spady.lin at westside66.net and hit Send. Hopefully after this exercise you can answer yes to these I can statements. I can merge cells in a Google Sheet. I can apply a background color to a cell in a Google Sheet. I can also outline cells, type in a formula, and autofill a formula. Hope you learned something new.